The signing ceremony held at the newly renamed Donald J. Trump Institute for Peace, with the US leader calling it a great day for Africa and the world, while lauding the long-standing foes for making this new commitment.
Signing today, which will be known as the Washington Accords, everybody sort of liked that name, formalizes the terms agreed to in June, including a permanent ceasefire, the disarmament of non-state forces, provisions for refugees to return to their homes, and justice and accountability for those who have committed illegal atrocities. Very importantly, this agreement also creates a new framework for economic prosperity. There's tremendous wealth in that beautiful earth. It's beautiful earth, but it was stained badly with blood, tremendous amounts of blood. But in the region that will support a lasting peace, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Rwanda have agreed to more closely integrate their economies with each other rather than fighting.
Fact sheet provided by the DRC, the agreement requires the withdrawal of all Rwandan forces from DRC territory. The threat posed by the FDLR to Rwanda would be dealt with separately, with the DRC committed to neutralizing the FDLR under the concept of operations. The agreement reaffirms the commitment of both countries to international law, excluding any form of amnesty or impunity for serious crimes. The fact sheet confirms that there are economic benefits for the DRC by pursuing an agreement with the US and with regional partners, and refers to the DRC's $24 trillion of untapped mineral reserves.
Washington agreements are not yet another document. These represent a turning point. They bring together, under a coherent architecture, a declaration of principles of a peace agreement and also the regional economic integration framework to provide to the peoples of the region a new perspective, a new outlook, namely to finally overcome the cycle of violence, of forced displacements, of mistrust, defiance, in order to begin a new era of friendship, cooperation, and prosperity, all shared together. For those involved, the Democratic Republic of Congo takes this solemn commitment to implement with complete sincerity all of our obligations that stem from this agreement.
Both leaders thanking President Trump and his team for creating new dynamics that fostered the agreement.
Clearest and most viable path forward that we have ever had. These accords provide everything needed to end this conflict once and for all. If this agreement falters and things do not work out as they are supposed to, the responsibility will not lie with President Trump, but with ourselves.
The UN, which has a decades-long peacekeeping mission in the region, also asked to weigh in.
An agreement that we are directly involved in, but I would stress that we welcome this positive development towards peace and stability in the Great Lakes, and commend the the United States' continued engagement in this regard. And I think we're also encouraged by the presence of a number of African leaders in Washington today, beyond the presence of the DRC and Rwanda, notably the African Union, its appointed mediator, President Gnassingbé of Togo, as well as the state of Qatar, to ensure that coordination and complementarity among all of the peace efforts. You know, we've supported the AU's mediation, and we'll continue to support all efforts towards sustainable peace in the DRC and the wider region, including through our peacekeeping missions, support for the implementation of commitments made under both the Washington and Doha processes.
There should have been greater consultation with the UN. Dujarric said every peace configuration was different, and that the important issue was that there was actually peace on the ground. Sherman Bryce-Pease, SABC News. New York.